We gonna be reading Manly P. Hall's The Secret. Hold on. The Secret Teaching of All Ages. And then maybe after that, a little bit of Skyrim. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Gonna wait till people get in here, so you could probably skip forward. Gotta get the news out. Hold on, got a little coffee here. All right. You're listening to Make Mine Macabre by Monopoly Child Star Searchers, which is a Spencer Clark contribution. We got our copy of The Secret Teachings, an encyclopedic outline of Masonic, Hermetic, Kabbalistic, and Rosicrucian symbolic philosophy. And in being an interpretation of the secret teachings concealed within the rituals, allegories, and mysteries of all ages, by Manly P. Hall, San Francisco, is such and such. Gonna warm up here a bit. All right. All right. Might as well start here. Numerous volumes have been written as commentaries upon the secret systems of philosophy existing in the ancient world of the ageless truths. Do I care about... No, I don't care about the preface, really. I don't really care about the history of the writing. The palettes, what? Here we go. We're not gonna read the whole thing because it's pretty long, and I've never read the whole thing. Only the intro parts. I think up to hold on. Atlantis Day. Yeah, I think up to or before the Atlantis part. We'll see if my memories of Atlantis stuff align with this chapter. But yeah, let's go. Yeah. I would say it's a pretty complete guide of all the stuff throughout the ages. You know. The Zodiac, Pythagoras, Hermeticism, ceremonies from all different cultures, Kabbalah, Masonic, Kabbalistic, Tarot, alchemy, Rosicrucianism, mystic Christianity, whoa, Islam, American Indian symbolism, the mysteries and their emissaries, the golden chain of Homer, Hypatia, the Alexandrian Neoplatonist, the divine Cagliostro, the Comte de Saint Germain, the designing of the American flag, the Declaration of Independence. Whoa. I'm talking esoteric. Let's go. The introduction. Philosophy is the science. Hold on. I think I might need some water. I don't think this coffee is enough. Hold on. Jesse. Philosophy is the science of estimating values. Yeah, I guess so. The superiority of any state or substance over another is determined by philosophy, by assigning a portion of primary importance to what remains when all that is secondary has been removed. Philosophy thus becomes the true index of priority or emphasis in the realm of speculative thought. The mission of philosophy a priori is to establish the relation of manifested things to their invisible ultimate cause or nature. Well, that I can agree with, basically. Philosophy, writes Sir William Hamilton, has been defined as the science of things divine and human, and of the causes in which they are contained. The science of Cicero. The science of effects by their cause, Hobbes. The science of sufficient reasons, Leibniz. The science of things possible, inasmuch as they are possible, Wolff. The science of things evidently deduced from first principles, Descartes. The science of truth, sensible and abstract, and the application of reason to its legitimate objects. The science of relation of all knowledge to the necessary ends of human reason. The science of original form, the ego or mental self. The science of sciences. the signs of the absolute, the signs of the absolute indifference of the ideal and real, or the identity of identity and non-identity. The six readings under which the disciplines of philosophy are commonly classified are metaphysics, which deal with the abstract subjects such as cosmology, theology and the nature of being; logic, which deals with the laws of governing rational thinking, or, as it has been called, the doctrine of fallacies. Ethics, which is the science of morality, individual responsibility and character, concerned chiefly with an effort to determine the nature of good. Psychology, which is devoted to investigation and classification of those forms of phenomena referable to mental origin. Epistemology, which is the science concerned primarily with the nature of knowledge and the question of whether it may exist in an absolute form. Aesthetics, which is the science of the nature of and the reactions awakened by the beautiful, the harmonious, the elegant, and the noble. Plato regarded philosophy as the greatest good ever imparted by divinity to man. In the 20th century, however, it became a ponderous and complicated structure of arbitrary, irreconcilable notions, which each substantiated by almost incontestable logic. Yet each substantiated by almost incontestable logic. Postmodernism. The lofty theorems of old academy, which Iamblichus likened to the nectar and ambrosia of the gods, have been so adulterated by opinion, which Heraclitus declared to be a failing sickness of the mind, that the heavenly mead would now be quite unrecognizable to this great Neoplatonist. Convincing evidence of the increasing superficiality of modern scientific and philosophic thought is its persistent drift towards materialism. When the great astronomer Laplace was asked by Napoleon why he had not mentioned God in the Traité de la blah blah blah, the mathematician naively replied, "Sire, I had no need for that hypothesis." In the treatise of atheism, Sir Francis Bacon tersely summarized the situation thus: although philosophy inclined man's mind to atheism, but death and philosophy bringeth men's mind about to religion. The metaphysics of Aristotle opens with these words: all men naturally desire to know. To satisfy this common urge, with the unfolding human intellect has been explored. To satisfy this common urge, the unfolding human intellect has explored the extremities of imaginable space without explored the extremities of imaginable space without, and the extremities of imaginable space, imaginable self within, seeking to estimate the relationship between the one and the all, the effect and the cause, nature and the groundwork of nature, the mind and the source of the mind, the spirit and the substance of the spirit, the illusion and the reality. The ancient philosopher once said, "He who has not even a knowledge of common things is a brute among men. He who has an accurate knowledge of human concerns alone is a man among brutes. But he who knows all that can be known by intellectual energy is a god among men." Man's status in the natural world is determined therefore by the quality of his thinking. He who has mind is enslaved to his bestial instincts. But he who is enslaved to his bestial instincts is philosophically not superior to the brute. He whose rational faculties ponder human affairs is a man, and he whose intellect is elevated to consideration of divine realities is already a demigod, for his being partakes of the luminosity with which his reason has brought him into proximity. Yeah, whatever. You get it. That kind of a repetition is useful when you're first getting involved in this kind of stuff. Maybe that's why it was like parodied in Discordianism, some of the texts we've read in the past. Oh shit, that's not fitting into the page. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Scrot? How you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing alright, man. We're getting esoteric pilled. Let's fucking go. Hope you had a good day, man. In this age, the word philosophy has little meaning unless accompanied by some other qualified term. The body of philosophy has been broken up into numerous isms, more or less antagonistic, which have become so concerned with the effort to disprove each other's fallacies that the more sublime issues of divine order and human destiny have suffered deplorable neglect. The ideal function of philosophy is to serve as the stabilizing influence in human thought. By virtue of its intrinsic nature, it should prevent man from ever establishing unreasonable codes of life. Philosophers themselves have, however, frustrated the ends of philosophy by exceeding in their rule-gathering those untrained minds whom they are supposed to lead in the straight and narrow path of rational thinking. To list and classify any but the more important of the now recognized schools of philosophy is beyond the space limitations of this volume. The vast areas of speculation covered by philosophy will be appreciated best after a brief consideration of a few outstanding systems of philosophical discipline which have swayed the world of thought during the last 26th century. The Greek school of philosophy had its inception with the 7 immortalized thinkers, upon whom was first conferred the appellation of Sophos, the wise. According to Diogenes Laertius, these were Thales, Solon, Gelon, Pittacus, Bias, Cleobulus, and Periander. Sadly, I only know of Thales, personally. Water was conceived by Thales to be the primal principle or element upon which the earth floated like a ship, and earthquakes were the result of disturbances in the universal sea. Since Thanes was an Ionia, the school perpetuating his tenets became known as Ionic. He died in 546 BC and was succeeded by Anaximander, who in turn was followed by blah blah blah, whom the Ionic school ended. And Anaximenes asserted air to be the first element of the universe. That souls, even the deity itself, were composed of it. Anaxagoras, whose doctrine savors atomism, held God to be an infinite self-moving mind, that this divine infinite mind, not enclosed in any body, is the efficient cause of all things. out of the infinite matter consisting of similar parts, everything being made according to its species by the divine mind, who when all things were at first confusely mingled together came and reduced them to order. Arcelius declared the principle of all things to be twofold: mind, which was incorporeal, and air, which was corporeal, the rarefaction and the condensation, the latter resulting in fire and water, respectively. And the stars conceived by Arcelius to be burning iron places. Iron. Heraclitus, who lived in his doctrine of change and eternal flux, asserted fire to be the first element, and also the state in which the world would ultimately be reabsorbed. The soul of the world he regarded as an exaltation from its humid parts, and he declared the ebb and flow of the sea to be caused by the sun. Alright, I'll let you on. Oof. Alright. Oof. After Pythagoras of Samos, its founder, the Italic or Pythagorean school numbers among its most distinguishable representatives, Empedocles, Fermat conceived mathematics to be the most sacred and exact of all sciences, and demanded of all who came to him for a study a familiarity with arithmetic, music, astronomy, and geometry. He laid emphasis upon the philosophical life as a prerequisite to wisdom. Pythagoras was one of the first teachers to establish a community wherein all the members were of mutual assistance to one another in the common attainment of the higher sciences. He also introduced the discipline of retrospection, and essential to the development of the spiritual mind. Pythagoras may be summarized as Pythagoreanism may be summarized as a system of metaphysical speculation concerning the relationships between numbers and the causal agencies of existence. The school also first expounded the theory of celestial harmonics and the music of the spheres. Euclid said of Pythagoras that he taught nothing to his disciples before the discipline of silence, silence being the first rudiment of contemplation. In his Sophist, Aristotle credits Empedocles with the discovery of rhetoric. Both Pythagoras and Empedocles accepted the theory of transmigration, the latter saying, "A boy I was, then did a maid become, a plant, bird, fish, and in the vast sea swum." Archytas is credited with the invention of the screw and the crane. Pleasure he declared to be a pestilence because it was opposed to the temperance of the mind. He considered a man without deceit to be as rare as a fish without bones. The Eleatic sect was founded by Xenophanes, who was conspicuous for his attacks upon the cosmological and eugenic fables of Homer and Hesiod. Xenophanes declared that God was one and incorporeal, in substance and figure round, in no way resembling man, that he is all sight and all hearing, and breathes not, that he is all things, and in the mind and wisdom, not generated, but eternal, impassible, immutable, and rational. Xenophanes believed that all things were eternal, that the world was without beginning or end, that everything which was generated was subject to corruption. He lived to great age and is said to have buried his sons with his own hands. Wow. Parmenides studied under Xenophanes, but later subscribed to his doctrines. Parmenides declared that the senses be uncertain and reason the only criterion of truth. He first asserted the earth to be round, and also divided its surface into zones of heat and cold. Oh, nice. Melissus, who is included in the Eleatic school, held many opinions in common with Parmenides. He declared the universe to be immovable because, occupying all space, there was no place for which it to be moved. He further rejected the theory of a vacuum in space. Zeno of Elea also maintained that a vacuum could not exist. Rejecting the theory of motion, he asserted that there was but one God, who was the eternal, ungenerated being. Like Xenophanes, he conceived deity to be spherical in shapes. Lysippus held the universe to consist of two parts, one full and the other a vacuum. From the infinite, a host of minute fragmentary bodies descended into the vacuum, where, from continual agitation, they organized themselves into spheres of substance. The great Democritus, to a certain degree, enlarged upon the atomic theory of Lysippus. Democritus declared the principle of all things to be twofold, atoms and vacuum. Both, he asserted, are infinite, atoms in number, vacuum in magnitude. Thus all bodies must be composed of atoms and vacuum, or vacuum. Atoms possess two properties, form and size, both characterized by infinite variety. The soul Democritus also conceived to be atomic in nature and subject to dissolution with the body. The mind he believed to be composed of spiritual atoms. Aristotle intimates that Democritus obtained his atomic theory from the Pythagorean doctrine of the monad. Among the Eleatics are also Protagoras and Anaxarchus. Hey, what's up, Kimo? How you doing, my brother? Learning with Snide. You saw my Boken, my practice Japanese wood sword. Oh shit, you're Boken. Hell yeah, bro. Still looking good. Got me chopping off some motherfuckers' heads. Watch out. What was that? Oh. Socrates, the founder of the Socratic sect, being fundamentally a skeptic, did not force his opinions upon others, but through the medium of questioning caused each man to give expression to his own philosophy. According to Plutarch, Socrates conceived every place as appropriate for reaching in the whole world. Conceived every place as appropriate for reaching, in that the whole world was a school of virtue. Okay. He held that the soul existed upon the body, before the body, and prior to immersion therein was endowed with all knowledge. That when the soul entered the material form it became stupefied, and that the discourses upon sensible objects it was caused to reawaken, and to recover its original knowledge. On these premises was based his attempt to simulate the soul power through irony and inductive reasoning. It has been said of Socrates that the sole purpose of his philosophy was man. The sole subject of his philosophy was man. He also described philosophy to be the way of true happiness, and its purpose is twofold: to contemplate God and to abstract the soul from corporeal sense. The principle of all things he conceived to be three in number: God, matter, and ideas. Of God he said, What he is, I know not. What he is not, I know. Matter he defined as the subject of generation and corruption. Idea as an incorruptible substance, the intellect of God. Wisdom he considered the sum of the virtues. Among the prominent members of the Socratic sect were Xenophon, Aeschines, and the The Elean sect was founded by Phaedo of Elis, a youth of noble family, who was bought from slavery at the instigation of Socrates, who became a devoted disciple. Plato so highly admired Phaedo's mentality that he named one of the most famous of his discourses the Phaedo. Phaedo was succeeded in his school by Plisthenes, who in turn was followed by whatever of the doctrines he was known. Yeah, this is like a scientific book. Like you're gonna get the background on, you know, these systems, and you're gonna get history for the most part. I don't know if I think I might have skipped this initially. I don't remember reading all this. So many names too. Like my mouth is fucking dying over here. Platonic philosophy is based upon the postulation of three orders of being. That which moves unmoved, that which is self-moved, and that which is moved. That which is immovable but moves is interior to that which is self-moved, which likewise is anterior to that which it moves. That in which motion is inherent cannot be separated from its motive power. It is therefore incapable of dissolution. Of such nature are the immortals. That which has motion imparted to it from another can be separated from the source of its animating principle. It is therefore subject to dissolution. Of such nature are mortal beings. Superior to both mortals and the immortals is a condition which continually moves itself, is unmoved. Wait, what? Superior to both the mortals and the immortals is the condition which continually moves, yet itself is unmoved. To this constitution the power of abundance is inherent. It is therefore the divine permanence upon which all things are established. Being nobler even than self-motion, the unmoved mover is the first of all dignities. The Platonic disciplines was founded upon the theory that learning is really reminiscence, or the bringing into objectivity of knowledge formerly acquired by the soul in a previous state of existence. Yeah. That's how I feel for the most part. You know, when you learn new things, like you're like, oh shit, typically it's a new event, like new facts, like oh shit. But when you read something that's like knowledge or wisdom, like hits in a much deeper way, it's, oh shit. Something that you kind of always knew, but you didn't always have the words for. Philosophy does have a way of giving word to that. Philosophy in its highest, state. This book was just talking about how it has been perverted and made stinky. Oh, okay. At the entrance of the Platonic school in the academy were written the words, "Let none ignorant of geometry enter here." After the death of Plato, his disciples separated into two groups, the academics and the peripatetics, who removed the Lyceum under the leadership of Aristotle. Plato recognized Aristotle as his greatest disciple, and according to Philoponus, referred to him as the mind of the school. If Aristotle were absent from the lectures, Plato would say, "The intellect is not here." Nice. The prodigious genius of Aristotle. Thomas Taylor writes in his introduction to Metaphysics, when we consider that he was not only well acquainted with every science, as his works abundantly evince, but that he wrote in almost every subject which is comprehended in the circle of human knowledge, and this with the matchless accuracy and skill, we know not which to admire most, the penetration or extent of his mind. Wow, check him off a bit more. Whoa. In the above diagram, Kirchner arranges 18 objects in 2 vertical columns, and then determines the number of arrangements which can be combined by the same method. Oh shit, jeez. From this, it will be evident that infinite diversity is possible, for the countless parts of the universe may be related to each other in an incalculable number of ways, and through the various combinations of these limitless subdivisions of being, infinite individuality and infinite variety must inevitably result. Nice. Thus, it is further evident that life can never become monotonous or exhaust the possibilities of variety. So true. Of the philosophy of Aristotle, the same author says, "The end of Aristotle's philosophy is perfection through the virtues. The end of his contemplative philosophy, a union with the one principle of all things." Aristotle conceived philosophy to be twofold, practical and theoretical. Practical philosophy embraced ethics and politics. Theoretical philosophy, physics and logic. Metaphysics he considered to be the science concerning that the substance, which has the principle of motion and rest inherent to itself. Oh. Anyways. Jeez. I didn't know. I forgot the book was gonna be so scientific. Oh my god. I feel like I'm taking a class on fucking philosophy. This is why I never got too into philosophy or spiritualism or alchemy or texts or magic systems. It just seems like a bunch of fucking work. Which is great when you want to get into it. It's good that these resources are out there. I kind of do this so I could get those resources out there to people who are becoming interested in it. Because you can learn about this, from the source. It doesn't have to be just something from the internet, as in, hearing somebody else talk about it. You can get to know this stuff personally. But damn. I'm interested in this stuff, but not this much. Oof. But yeah, when you want all this information, it's awesome to have this much of it. But if I remember correctly, I think I might have skipped that Oh shit. Wow. Dang it. The ancient mysteries and secret societies which have influenced modern Masonic symbolism. Okay, this sounds more familiar. Okay, Druidic mysteries, Britain and Gaul. Yeah, I remember this part. I should have been reading this stuff here. I mean, all the previous stuff is important too. The birth of Idris. Alright, let's read a bit of this one. When confronted with the problem involving the use of reasoning faculties, individuals of strong intellect keep their poise and seek to reach a solution by obtaining facts bearing upon the question. Those of immature mentality, on the other hand, when similarly confronted, are overwhelmed. While the former may be qualified to solve the riddle of their own destiny, the latter must be led like a flock of sheep and taught in simple language. They depend almost entirely upon the ministrations of the shepherd. The Apostle Paul said that these little ones must be fed with milk, but that meat is the food of strong men. Thoughtlessness is almost synonymous with childishness, while thoughtfulness is symbolic of maturity. There are, however, but few mature minds in the world, and thus it has the philosophic religious doctrines. And thus it was the philosophic religious doctrines of the pagans which were divided to meet the needs of these two fundamental groups of human intellect. One philosophic, the other incapable of appreciating the deeper mysteries of life. To the discernible few were revealed the esoteric or spiritual teachings, while the unqualified many received only the literal or exoteric interpretations. In order to keep the simple and the great truths of nature and the abstract principles of natural law, the vital forces of the universe were personified, becoming the gods and goddesses of the ancient mythologies. While the ignorant multitudes brought their offerings to the altars of Priapus and Pan, deities representing procreative energies, the wise recognized in these marble statues only symbolic concretions of the great abstract truths. In all cities of the ancient world were temples for public worship and offering. Fuck, loud as hell. In every community also were philosophers and mystics, deeply versed in nature's lore. These individuals were usually banded together, forming seclusive philosophic and religious schools. The more important of these groups were known as the mysteries. Many of the great minds of antiquity were initiated into these secret fraternities by strange and mysterious rites, some of which were extremely cruel. Wilder defines the mysteries as sacred dramas performed at stated periods. The most celebrated were those of Isis, Sabazius, Cybele, and Eleusis. After being admitted, the initiates were instructed in the secret wisdom that has been preserved for ages. Plato, an initiate of those sacred orders. Oh my god. That's one thing I hate about reading, is just all the S's. So many S's. And of course no writer should, think about, oh, somebody needs to say this, or read this. I got pick my words correctly, but I do pick my words, so I'm not saying like S's all the time. Alright, I think I'm gonna read this portion here and probably wrap up the reading portion, then do some Skyrim. It's great for reading, but for reading out loud, not so good. Oh, Plato being criticized for revealing the sacred mysteries. Every pagan notion had and has not only its state religion, but another into which the philosophic elect alone have gained entrance. Many of these ancient cults vanished from the earth without revealing their secrets, and a few have survived the test of ages, and their mysterious symbols are still preserved. Much of the ritualism of Freemasonry is based on the trials to which candidates were subjected by the ancient hierophants before the keys of wisdom were entrusted to them. Few realize the extent which the ancient secret schools influence contemporary intellects and through those minds posterity. Robert McCoy, 33 degree, in his General History of Freemasonry, pays a magnificent tribute to the part played by the ancient mysteries in the rearing of the edifice of human culture. He says in part, it appears that all the perfection of civilization and all the advancements made in philosophy, science, and art among the ancients are due to those institutions which, under the veil of mystery, sought to illustrate the sublimest of religion, morality, and virtue, to impress them on the hearts of their disciples. Their chief object was to teach the doctrine of one God and the resurrection of man to eternal life, the dignity of the human soul, and to lead the people to see the shadow of the deity in the beauty, magnificence, and splendor of the universe. With the decline of virtue, which has preceded the destruction of every nation of history, the mysteries were perverted. Society took the place of divine magic. Indescribable practices, such as the bacchanalia, were introduced, and perversion ruled supreme, for no institution can be any better than the members of which it is composed. In despair, the few who were true sought to preserve the secret doctrines from oblivion. In some cases they succeeded, but more often the arcanum was lost, and only the empty shell of the mysteries remained. Thomas Taylor has written, "Man is naturally a religious animal. From the earliest dawning of his consciousness, man has worshipped and revered things as symbolic of the invisible, omnipresent, indescribable thing, concerning which he could discover practically nothing." The pagan mysteries opposed the Christians during the early centuries of their church, declaring that the new faith, Christianity, did not demand virtue and integrity as requisites for salvation. Celsus expressed himself on the subject in the following caustic terms. Let's see. That I do not, however, accuse the Christians more bitterly than truth compels, may be conjectured from hence, that the criers who call men to other mysteries proclaim as follows: let him approach, I don't know if it was not the true faith of the early Christian mystics that Celsus attacked, but the false forms that were creeping in during his day. So true. The ideals of early Christianity were based upon high moral standards of the pagan mysteries. and the first Christians who met under the city of Rome used as their places of worship the subterranean temples of Mithras, from whose cult has been borrowed much of the sacerdotalism of the modern church. The ancient philosophers believed that no man could live intelligently who did not have a fundamental knowledge of nature and her laws. Before man can obey, he may understand, and the natures were devoted to instructing man concerning the operation of divine law in the terrestrial sphere. Much of the early cults actually worshipped anthropomorphic deities, although their symbolism might lead one to believe they did. They were moralistic rather than religionistic, philosophic rather than theologic. They taught man to use his faculties more intelligently, to be patient in the face of adversity, to be courageous when confronted by danger, to be true in the midst of temptation, and most of all, to view a worthy life as the most acceptable sacrifice to God, and his body as an altar sacred to the deity. So true. Sun worship played an important part in nearly all early pagan mysteries. This indicates the probability of their Atlantean origin, for the people of Atlantis were sun worshippers. The solar deity was also personified as a beautiful youth with long golden hair to symbolize the ray of the sun. The golden sun god was slain by wicked ruffians, who personified the evil principle of the universe, by means of certain rituals and ceremonies, symbolic of purification and regeneration. This wonderful god of good was brought back to life and became the savior of his people. The secret processes whereby he was resurrected symbolized those cultures by means of which man is able to overcome his lower nature, master his appetites, and give expression to the higher side of himself. The mysteries were organized for the purpose of assisting the human struggle to reawaken the spiritual powers which, surrounded by the flaming ring of lust and degeneracy, lay asleep within the soul. In other words, man was offered a way by which he could regain his lost estate. Got pictures here with captions. Want to go back and read them. In the ancient world, nearly all the secret societies were philosophic and religious. During the medieval centuries, they were chiefly religious and political, although a few philosophic schools remained. In modern times, secret societies in the Occidental countries are largely political or fraternal, although in a few of them, as in Masonry, the ancient religious and philosophical principles still survive. Space prohibits a detailed discussion of the secret schools. There were literally scores of these ancient cults, with branches in all parts of the Eastern and Western world. Some, such as those of Pythagoras and the Hermeticists, show a decided Oriental influence, with the Rosicrucians, according to their own proclamations, gained much of their wisdom from Arabian mystics. Although the mystery schools were associated with civilization, there is evidence that the most uncivilized peoples of prehistoric times had knowledge of them. Natives in distant lands, many in the lowest forms of savagery, have mystic rituals and secret practices, which, although primitive, are decided or of a decided Masonic tinge. So true. Hey, what's up, Fishman? What's up, Anthol? What's up, Perry? How you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Joining Masonic Order? No. Yeah, this is The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. Just straight up info, history on the stuff. not just Masonic stuff, but all kinds of mystery traditions from around the world. Melanie P. Hall is a pretty trusted source on this kind of stuff. I was saying earlier how I read the beginnings of this book a long time ago. Probably just up to the Atlantean portion. But yeah, I was thinking, like, why do I not remember reading all this Greek stuff? But I probably skipped it and went straight to this one here. We'll keep reading a bit more. Thank you all for joining. We're getting into the meat. We're getting some of the Greek roots of this stuff just before this, but now we're getting into the good stuff. The Druidic Mysteries of Britain and Gaul. The original and primitive inhabitants of Britain at some remote period revived and reformed their national institutes. Their priest or instructor had hitherto been named simply Gwyd, and was considered to have been necessary to divide his offices between the national priest and another whose influence would be more limited. Blah 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 blah. From henceforth, the former became Druid, or superior instructor, and the later Gowid, or Ovid, subordinate instructor, and both went to the general name of bards, or teachers of wisdom. As the system matured, augmented. Oh,
puse las camisetas,
Esoteric laundry. The etymology of the word druid. Cool. Bards, beards. As the system matured and augmented, the bardic order consisted of 3 classes: the druids, beard-brand or privileged bards, and ovates. Never heard of ovates before. The origin of the word druid is under dispute. Max Mueller believes the Irish word dru, it means the men of the oak trees. He further draws attention to the fact that the forest gods and tree deities of the Greeks were called dryads. Oh shit. Some believe the word to be of Teutonic origin, others ascribe it to the Welsh. A few trace it to the Gaelic druida, which means a wise man or a sorcerer. In Sanskrit, the word dru means timber. At the time of the Roman conquest, the Druids were thoroughly ensconced in Britain and Gaul. Their power over the people were unquestioned, and there were instances in which armies, about to attack each other, sheathed their swords when ordered to do so by the white-robed Druids. Damn. No undertaking of great importance was skated without the assistance of the patriarchs, who stood as mediators between the gods and the men. The Druidic order is deservedly credited with having a deep understanding of nature and her laws. The Encyclopedia Britannica states that geography, physical science, natural theology, and astrology were their favorite studies. The Druids had fundamental knowledge of medicine, and especially the use of herbs and symbols. Crude surgical instruments also found in England and Ireland have been found there. An odd treatise on early British medicine states that every practitioner was expected to have a garden or backyard for the growing of certain herbs necessary for their profession. Levy, the celebrated transcendentalist, makes the following significant statement. The Druids were priests and physicians, curing by magnetism and charging amulets with their fluidic influence. Their universal remedies were mistletoe and serpent's egg. Because those substances attract the astral light in a special manner. The solemnity with which mistletoe was cut down drew upon this plant the popular confidence and rendered it powerful powerfully magnetic. The progress of magnetism will someday reveal to us the absorbing properties of mistletoe. We shall then understand the secret of those spongy growths which drew the unused virtues of plants and became surcharged with tinctures and savors. Mushrooms, truffles, gall on trees, and the different kinds of mistletoe will be employed with understanding by a medicinal science, which will be new because it is old. But one must not move quicker than science, which resides that it may advance the further. Hell yeah, Scrut. Glad you're enjoying the lore. This is the lore of lore. Literally. Not only was the mistletoe sacred as symbolic of the universal medicine, or panacea, but also because of the fact that it grew upon the oak tree. Through the symbol of the oak, the Druids worshipped the supreme deity. Therefore, anything growing upon the tree was sacred to him. At certain seasons, according to the position of the sun, moon, and stars, the Arch-Druid climbed the oak tree and cut the mistletoe with a golden sickle consecrated for that service. The parasitic growth was caught in white cloths provided for their purpose, lest it touch the earth and be polluted by terrestrial vibrations. Usually a sacrifice of a white bull was made under the tree. The Druids were initiates of a secret school that existed in their midst. This school, which closely resembles the Bacchic or Eleusinian mysteries of Greece or the Egyptian rites of Isis or Isis and Osiris, is just designated the Druidic mysteries. There has been speculation concerning the secret wisdom that the Druids claimed to possess. Their secret teachings were never written, but were communicated orally to specially provided candidates. Robert Brown is of the opinion that the British priests secured their information from Tyrian and Phoenician navigators who, thousands of years ago, before the Christian era, established colonies in Britain and Gaul for searching for tin. Thomas Morris, in his Indian Antiquities, discourses at length on Phoenicia, Carthaginian, and Greek expeditions to the British Isles for the purpose of procuring tin. Others are of the opinion that the great mysteries are celebrated by the Druids were of Oriental origin, possibly Buddhist. The proximity of the British Isles to the lost Atlantis may account for the sun worship, which plays a major part in the rituals of Druidism. According to Artemidorus, Ceres and Persephone were worshipped on the island close to Britain with rites and ceremonies similar to those of Samothrace. There is no doubt that Druidic pantheon includes a large number of Greek and Roman deities. This greatly amazed Caesar during his conquest of Britain and Gaul, and caused him to affirm that these tribes adored Mercury, Apollo, Mars, and Jupiter in a manner similar to that of the Latin countries. It is also certain that the Druidic mysteries were not indigenous to Britain or Gaul, but immigrated from one of the more ancient civilizations. As do all. The school of the Druids were divided into 3 parts. The secret teachings embodied therein are practically the same as the mysteries concealed under the allegories of Blue Launch, masonry. The lowest of the 3 divisions was that of Ovate. There was an honorary degree requiring no special purification or preparation. The Ovates dressed in green, the Druidic color of learning, and were expected to know something about medicine, astronomy, poetry if possible, and sometimes music. And Ovid was an individual admitted to the Druidic order because of his general excellence and superior knowledge concerning the problems of life. The second division was that of Bard. Its members were robed in sky blue to represent harmony and truth, and to them was assigned the labor of memorizing, at least in part, the 20,000 verses of Druidic sacred poetry. Damn. They were often pictured with a primitive British or Irish harp, an instrument strung with human hair and having as many strings as there were ribs on one side of the human body. These bards were often chosen as teachers of candidates seeking entrance into Druidic mystery. Neophytes wore striped robes of blue, green, and white. These being the colors of the Druidic order. Oh, you listened to Manly P in the past? Nice. Yeah, he's got a lot of material. He did have like a whole library of that stuff, esoterica. There's a good source. I need to do the Shazam Watkins reading stream. So true. I also finally got The Hideous Strength for Christmas. Snotter Book Club. Yeah. That'd be cool, man. So it's good to have a little book time. Where were we? Alright. The third division was that of Druid. Its particular labor was to minister to the religious needs of the people. To reach their dignity, the candidate must first become a bard brained. The druids always dressed in white, symbolic of their purity and the color used by them to symbolize the sun. In order to reach the exalted position of Archdruid, it was necessary for a priest to pass through 6 successive degrees of Druidic order. Yeah, this scientific stuff. There's details. Levi states that Druids lived in strict abstinence, studied the natural sciences, preserved the deepest secrecy, and admitted new members only after long probationary periods. Some of the priests of the order lived in buildings not unlike the monasteries of the modern world. They were associated in groups like ascetics of the Far East. Although celibacy was not demanded, few married. Many of the Druids retired from the world and lived as reclusives in caves, in rough stone houses, or in little shacks built in the depths of a forest. Here they prayed and meditated, emerging only to perform their religious duties. In his 10 grand religions, James Clark describes the belief of the Druids as follows. The Druids believed in 3 worlds and in transmigration from one to the other. Yeah. Like nearly all schools of the mysteries, the teachings of the Druids were divided into 2 distinct sections. The simpler moral code was taught to all people, while the deeper esoteric doctrine was given to initiated priests. To be admitted to the order, a candidate was required to be of good family and of high moral character. No important secrets were entrusted to him until he had been tempted in many ways and his strength of character severely tried. Druids taught the people of Britain and Gaul concerning the immortality of the soul. They believed in transmigration and apparently in reincarnation. They borrowed in one life, promising to pay back in the next. Very British, very Irish. They believed in a purgatorial type of hell where they would be purged of their sins, afterward passing on to the happiness of unity with the gods. The Druids taught that all men would be saved, but that some must return to Earth many times to learn the lessons of human life and to overcome the inherent evil of their own natures. Before Cadnidid was entrusted with the secret doctrine of the Druids, he was bound with a vow of secrecy. These doctrines were imparted only in the depths of forests and in the darkness of caves. In these places, far from the haunts of men, the neophyte was instructed concerning the creation of the universe, the personalities of the gods, the laws of nature, the secrets of occult medicine, the mysteries of the celestial bodies, and the rudiments of magic and sorcery. The Druids had a great number of feast days. The new and full moon and the 6th day of the moon were sacred periods. It is believed that the initiations took place only at the 2 solstices and the 2 equinoxes. At the end of the 25th day of December, the birth of the sun god was celebrated. The secret teachings of the Druids are said to be tinctured by the Pythagorean philosophy. The Druids had a Madonna, or Virgin Mother, with a child in her arms, who was sacred to their mysteries, and their sun god, resurrected at the time of the year corresponding to that of Jesus, really, of which modern Christians celebrate Easter. Oh, okay, nice. Both the cross and the serpent were sacred to the Druids, who made the former by cutting off all the branches of an oak tree and fastening one of them to the main trunk in the form of the letter T. This oaken cross became symbolic of their superior deity. They also worshipped the sun, moon, and the stars. The moon received their special veneration. Caesar stated that Mercury was one of their chief deities to the Gauls. The Druids are believed to have worshipped Mercury under the similitude of a stone cube. They also had great veneration for the nature spirits, fairies, gnomes, and undines, little creatures of the forests and rivers, for whom many offerings were made. Describing the temples of the Druids, Charles Hectorn says, Their temples wherein the sacred fire was preserved were generally situate on eminences and in dense groves of oak, and assumed various forms. Circular was the emblem of the universe, oval in allusion to the mundane egg, from which issued, according to the traditions of many nations, the universe, or according to others, our first parents. Serpentine, because the serpent was the symbol of Hu, the Druidic Osiris. Cruciform, because a cross is an emblem of regeneration, or winged, to represent the motion of the divine spirit. Their chief deities were reducible to 2, a male and a female, the great father and mother, Hu and Serdwen, distinguished by the same characteristics as belonging to Osiris and Isis, or Bacchus and Ceres, or any other supreme god and goddess, representing the 2 principles of all being. Godfrey Higgins states that Hu the Mighty regarded the first settler of Britain came from a place which the Welsh Triads call the Summer Country, the present site of Constantinople. Oh, really? Albert Pike says that the lost word of masonry is concealed in the name of the Druid god Hu. The meager information extant concerning the great initiations of the Druids indicates a decided similarity between their mystery schools and the schools of Greece and Egypt. Hu, the sun god, was murdered, and after a number of strange ordeals and mystic rituals, was restored to life. There were 3 degrees of the Druidic mysteries, but few successfully passed them all. The candidate was buried in a coffin as symbolic of the death of the sun god. The supreme test, however, was being sent out to sea in an open boat. While undergoing this ordeal, many lost their lives. Jesus. Thalcine, an ancient scholar who passed through the mysteries, described the initiation of the open boat in favors pagan idolatry. The few who passed the 3rd degree were said to have been born again, and were instructed in the secret and hidden truths which the priests had preserved from antiquity. From these initiates were chosen many of the dignitaries of the British religious and political world. For further details, see Pagan Idolatry, Morals and Dogma, Celtic Roots. Alright, the Cult of Mithras. And after this part right here, we'll wrap it up. There's a second part to the Ancient Mysteries part before it goes into each one individually, starting with Atlantis. But this is a good book, especially if you're just trying to learn. Not having to be like swayed into having to believe that this is real, like this is where we're revealing the ultimate truth to you right now. It's just a scientific... Dang, it's a book. A lot of interesting stuff in there. Some of the later chapters seem really interesting. Would be cool to just skip to them. Hold on, the Right to Mithras. I was reading about this not too long ago, and how it was just like a Roman version of Zoroastrianism. Symbolically, there's a lot of Zoroastrianism in it, but it's its own thing. I guess the bull killing thing is like specific to Mithras and not so much as Zoroaster. When the Persian mysteries emigrated into southern Europe, they were quickly assimilated by the Latin mind. The cult grew rapidly, especially among the Roman soldiery, and during the Roman wars of conquest. Where's the music? Is there music going on? Sorry. So powerful did the cult of Mithras become that at least one Roman emperor was initiated into the order, which met in caverns under the city of Rome. Concerning the spread of this mystery school from different parts of Europe, C.W. King in his Gnostics and Their Remains says, Mithraic bas-reliefs cut on the faces of rocks or in some stone tablets still bound in the countries formerly the western provinces of the Roman Empire. Many exist in Germany, still more in France. In this island, Britain, they have been discovered on the line of the Picts wall and the noted one at Bath. That was really weirdly written. Alexander Wilder, in his Philosophy of Ethics of Zoroaster, states that Mithras is the Zen title for the sun, and he is supposed to dwell within the shining orb. Mithras has a male and female aspect, though not himself androgynous. As Mithras, he is the Ford of the sun, powerful and radiant, and most magnificent of the Yatsas. As Mithra, this deity represents the feminine principle. The mundane universe is recognized as her symbol. She represents nature as receptive and terrestrial, and as fruitful only when bathed in the glory of the solar orb. The Mithraic cult is simplification of the more elaborate teachings of Zarathustra, the Persian fire magician. According to the Persians, there existed in eternity two principles. The first is Ahura Mazda, or Ormuzd, spirit of good. From Ormuzd came forth a number of hierarchies of good and beautiful spirits. The second of these eternally existing principles was called Ahriman. He was also a pure and beautiful spirit, but he later rebelled against Ormuzd, being jealous of his power. This did not occur, however, until after Ormuzd had created light, for previously Ahriman had not been conscious of the existence of Ormuzd. Because of his jealousy and rebellion, Ahriman became the spirit of evil. From himself he individualized a host of destructive creatures to injure Ormuzd. When Ormuzd created the earth, Ahriman entered into its grosser elements. Whenever Ormuzd did a good deed, Ahriman placed the principle of evil within it. At last, when Ormuzd created the human race, Ahriman became incarnate in the lower nature of man, so that in each personality, the spirit of good and the spirit of evil struggle for control. For 3,000 years, Ormuzd ruled. Then he created man. For another 3,000 years, he ruled man with wisdom and integrity. When the power of Ahriman began, the struggle for the soul of man continues through the next period of 3,000 years. During the fourth period, the power of Ahriman will be destroyed. Good will return to the world again. Evil and death will be vanquished. And at last the spirit of evil will bow humbly before the throne of Ormuzd. So true. While Ormuzd and Ahriman are struggling for control of the human soul and for their supremacy in nature, Mithras, the god of intelligence, stands as mediator between the two. Many authors have noted the similarity between Mercury and Mithras, as the chemical mercury acts as a solvent, according to the alchemists. So Mithras seeks to harmonize the two celestial opposites. There are many points of resemblance between Christianity and the cult of Mithras. One of the reasons for this is probably the Persian mystics invaded Italy during the 1st century after Christ, and the early history of both cults were closely interwoven. The Encyclopedia Britannica makes the following statement concerning the Mithraic and Christian mysteries. The fraternal democratic spirit of the first communities and their humble origin, the identification of the object of adoration with light and the sun, the legends of the shepherd with their gifts and adoration, the flood and the ark, the representation in art of the fiery chariot, the drawing of water from the rock, the use of bell and candle, holy water and communion, the sanctification of Sunday, and the 25th of December, the insistence on moral conduct, the emphasis placed on abstinence and self-control, the doctrine of heaven and hell, of primitive revelation, of mediation of the Logos emanating from the divine, the atoning sacrifice, the constant warfare between good and evil, and the final triumph of the former, the immortality of the soul, the last judgment, the resurrection of the flesh, and the fiery destruction of the universe. These are some of the resemblances which, whether real or only apparent, enabled Mithraism to prolong its resistance to Christianity. The rites of Mithras were performed in caves. Porphyry, in his Cave of Nymphs, states that Zarathustra was the first to consecrate a cave to the worship of God, because a cavern was symbolic of the earth, or the lower world of darkness. Described as follows: the Christian, or the Cave of Mithras. This cave was adorned with the signs of the zodiac, Cancer and Capricorn. The summer and winter solstices were chiefly conspicuous, as the gates of the soul descended into this life, or passing out of it in their ascent to the gods. Cancer being the gate of descent, and Capricorn of ascent. These are the two avenues of the immortals passing up and down from heaven to earth, and from earth to heaven. The so-called chair of St. Peter in Rome was believed to have been used in one of the pagan mysteries, possibly that of Mithras, in which subterranean grottos, the votaries of the Christian mysteries, met in the early days of their faith. Higgins writes that in 1662, while cleaning his chair of Bar Jonas, the 12 labors of Hercules was discovered upon it, and that later the French discovered upon the same chair the Mohammedan Confession of Faith, written in Arabic. Whoa. The initiation into the rites of Mithras, like initiation into many other ancient schools of philosophy, apparently consisted of 3 important degrees. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we get it. While the cult of Mithras did not reach the philosophical heights attained by Zarathustra, its effect upon civilization of the Western world was far-reaching, for at one time nearly all of Europe was converted to its doctrine. Rome, in her intercourse with other nations, inoculated them with her religious principles, and many later institutions have exhibited Mithraic culture. The reference to the lion and the grip of the lion's paw in the Master Mason's degree have a strong Mithraic tinge and may easily have originated from this cult. A ladder of 7 rungs appears in the Mithraic initiation. Oh, really? Faber is of the opinion that this ladder was originally a pyramid of 7 steps. It is possible that the Masonic ladder with 7 rungs had its origins in this Mithraic symbol. Women were never permitted to enter Mithraic order, but the children of the male sex were initiates long before they reached maturity. The refusal to permit women to join the Masonic order may be based on the esoteric reason given in the secret instructions of the Mithraics. This cult is another example of those secret societies whose legends are largely symbolic representations of the sun and his journey through the houses of the heavens. Mithras rising from the stone is merely the sun rising over the horizon, or as the ancients supposed, out of the horizon at the vernal equinox. John O'Neill disputes the theory that Mithras was intended as a solar deity. In The Night of the Gods, he writes, "The Avistan Mithra, the Azata of light, has 10,000 eyes, high, with full knowledge, strong, sleepless, and ever awake. The supreme god of Ahura Mazda also has 1 eye, or else it is said that with his eyes, the sun, the moon, and the stars, he sees everything." Gonna have to hang that laundry soon. But we're almost done with the reading. The theory that Mithra was originally a title of the supreme heavens god, putting the sun out of court, is the only one that answers all requirements. It will be evident that here we have origins in abundance for Freemason's eye and its nunquam dorimo. The reader must not confuse the Persian Mithra with the Vedic Mithra. According to Alexander Wilder, the Mithraic rites preceded the mysteries of Bacchus and became the foundation of the Gnostic system, which for many years prevailed in Asia, Egypt, and even the remote West. Really? Mithras was born out of rock, which breaking open permitted him to emerge. This occurred in the darkness of a subterranean chamber. The Church of the Nativity at Bethlehem confirms that the theory that Jesus was born in a grotto or cave. According to Dupois, Mithras was put to death by crucifixion and rose again on the third day. Whoa. Here's part 2, which goes into the Gnostics. Hermeticism, I'm guessing, Simon Magus. Mysteries of Egypt. Here's Gnosticism. The Odinic mysteries, Odin. Yeah, I think that's a good little dip into this book. This is on sacredtexts.com. We use this site for the Tao, the non-confusion Tao we were reading the other day. Hey, what's up, Che? How you doing, my brother? Welcome. Nintendo Switch 2 announced today. Whoa! Yeah, that's where I left off. Or you could go back and read the Greek one a little bit better if you want. But what you get, one of the big things you can get out of this is that, yeah, when you go into the kind of religious spiritualist mode, or when humanity does, like they come across the same truths with small differences here and there, but usually the overarching things are similar throughout, even in cases where there wouldn't be ways of the two cultures to meet. But that's one of the things about philosophy and truth, you know. It's a thing that everybody reaches for, and when they do attain it, it's all the same thing. Just with differences in culture, and of course, you know, whether or not there's a good in there, you know, you could see that by the fruits of the civilization to the individuals within it. Alright, I want to hang my clothes so it doesn't get all wrinkly. Here's a... Ooh. King Cobra Dental Disaster Time-Lapse. Rise of the Bogmouth. 15 minutes? I don't think I'll take that long, but give me a second.
Update, please.
Gonna turn off my mic.
The way I dress, people don't take what I have to say seriously because they think I'm some kind of thug, because that's all judgmental. I thought about what can I do for a challenge video on YouTube.
He's like, well, do you need a pack? And I'm like, it'd be greatly appreciated, you know. And he handed me $7, said, here, get yourself a pack. And I'm like, thanks, man, God bless, you know.
Donald Trump is discriminating against transgender individuals, which is kind of cool. And cavities are no fun. I can testify to that. You don't brush your teeth enough, and if you eat a ton of sugar in your diet, it's going to give you cavities. That was definitely a small raven. So basically, he had me come over to his house so I could help him break the drywall off the ceiling and tear out a bunch of that insulation.
You think that just because your girlfriend's ugly as shit, that no guy's gonna try to steal her. Haha, haha. This is a cavity just waiting to happen, YouTube. Your dentist is gonna look at you and be like, you son of a wants to mail off. I'll be getting those in the mail Tuesday because Monday I have a dentist appointment. Right there, you can kind of see one. Right there in the bottom tooth. They filled it in. They made me feel comfortable about getting my teeth worked on, so you can't argue with that. That's enough said on that. People are like, we want to rant on it. How was it? And it's like, it was fine. You know, it could have been a lot worse. I thought I was going to have like a shit ton of cavities, maybe. Nope, one cavity and a filling that needed to be replaced. Might have to get dentures. Yeah, my teeth are not that bad. I don't want dentures before I'm 34. I get in the habit of brushing my teeth at least 4 times a day instead of 3 times a day. That'll probably help with the tooth pain. Not too thrilled about it. And on top of that, I went to the dentist. The fucking dentist today. They scraped and cleaned my teeth the best they could. If I can get footage of me at the dentist getting my tooth yanked out, getting the numbing shots, I'll film it. And then I'll be like, this is what happens when you don't take care of your teeth. I'm not looking forward to my dentist appointment, but my teeth have been looking a lot whiter in the videos. It's because I've been brushing them more. And like I said, I'm not looking forward to having my teeth worked on, but that's the price I pay for not brushing my teeth. Holy mother of... You know, you need to brush your teeth more when the toothpaste stings just a little bit. Oh, bad boy King Cobra JFS back at you with another video. Right quick, I'm at the dentist office getting a root canal. Look at that, YouTube. Look at it. Look at it. Tomorrow, I gotta get a fucking tooth pulled or some shit. Is it as green as your teeth? I don't know. Can you get banned from my channel? Yes, you can. See my teeth? They're not green. Make sure our volume is adjusted properly. Yes. Ew. Yeah, I gotta brush my teeth too. I'm gonna work on that. I'm also working on brushing my teeth more, to be honest. Yeah, my teeth are disgusting. I'm aware of that. Yes. My teeth are all red from the maiden's blood. That's gruesome.
Greetings, Josh. Aka Gothic King Cobra. This is Danny from Cradle of Filth, and your cameo was requested by Courtney, who wants me to remind you to brush your teeth.
When Danny Phil said that shit, I was just laughing my ass off because I'm like, one, Courtney Knight doesn't give a shit if I brush my teeth or not. And two, it's like, how is that trolling? You paid one of. I seriously hope Danny Filth and Ozzy Osbourne don't go for a long time. That would fucking just. Favorite muscle car? Dodge Charger.
I'll do it.
Oh God. You know what the skeleton chef said? Bon appetit. Oh, that's so fucking weird. Did you say? I definitely gotta brush my teeth more because sometimes eating sweets. My teeth don't hurt surprisingly, but that's regardless. You know, my trolls are more disgusting than my teeth, to be honest. YouTube, I want to give a shout out to Sandra Smith, who wanted to see me brush and floss my teeth and use mouthwash. That stings a little bit.
You spanking cheese, Jim? Good for the cheese. Did you get consent?
Yeah, I know my teeth are disgusting. I don't care. That once in your face, it's like smoking lightning. The metal thunder, you know the wind. My teeth are feeling good. Cut down on your sugar and brush more. I got a tooth right here that's hurting. Gotta brush my teeth more. It is what it is. So check this out. I got a badass bearded dragon. The ad in question says, free lizard, blah, 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 blah. Needs a better home, blah, blah, blah. Feel lighter under your skin. And you begin to make it better, 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 better. Although it hurts, I'll be the first to say that I was wrong. So for me, it was kind of majestic, but I really couldn't appreciate it that much because I felt like shit. You get something a little too sweet. Yeah, it makes your teeth sing. Ooh wee. It was worth the pain I went through to eat that. I shall need to brush my teeth more. A teeth
All right, man.
update. I am actually going to be going
Use the
to
restroom real quick.
I got to schedule a dentist appointment. My teeth are pretty, Of course, in this light, they don't look that bad. Here's how the shout-outs are gonna go down. If you donate money to my Cash App or PayPal, I will shout out only the first name of the person who donated. I want to give a shout out to Dean, who says, fuck sicko, fuck tards, love you, Josh. After going to counseling for a couple of weeks,
I've realized that honestly, I need to brush my teeth more and have more confidence in myself. I am very confident when it comes to doing my thing on the internet, but I haven't changed my teeth brushing behavior patterns. I've just cut down on my sugar intake. I don't want pictures before I'm 34. Even his teeth are gone. Yeah, one of my teeth chipped off. How did I break my front tooth? Well, that was from not brushing my teeth. And then my tooth was just like, and I'm like, oh, that's gross. I don't know what to do. If I started brushing, it wouldn't make much of a difference. Once I figure out the puff situation, I will definitely get a hold of a dentist. But getting puff back is more important. I'm not worried about my teeth right now, dude. I want to find puff. Andrew says, go to the dentist, man. Your face is swollen. Seriously concerned you might have an infection. I'm good, Andrew, but thanks for your $5. No, it doesn't. My teeth. See, look at that. Now look at this. Look at that. Look at this. My dentist is like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you sick bastard?
I got a number 5. A number 5 super sub. We made it giants.
I can't pin you down. On that beautiful line. How are your teeth, Josh? Does your lip hurt? No, it doesn't. My teeth are fine.
I do not know the name of every sicko out there, because quite frankly, I don't care. I hate sickos.
And wheels. No, I don't know how to think.
All right, Mac.
But you know what? I go with things and get a face. It ain't nothing but a thing. Got one tooth right here that it's not feeling too good, and I gotta get that removed.
By the simplest chance deleted, I just said he's still our boy. I got rid of the psycho. What, in Cobra's chat or in this chat? Oh my god, jeez. I don't think a tooth would make that noise. Nah, it's not a Blaze ship yet.
Weirdos.
That would have been insane,
If
though.
you like the video, subscribe for more. Yes.
Perfect. Let's play some of the Skyrim. Oh wait, no, before that. We found a good YouTube poop channel yesterday. Check out a few more from that guy. Did we watch that one? I don't know if we did. The Pope Group.
Nobody listens.
Oh yeah, the baby roaches. The bugredo. The bugredo.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
That's fucking intense.
No, officer, I swear. Fuck this shit, I'm mad.
I use Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBS software. Carbird.
Bye-bye.
Keep it like that.
How can you be so certain?
It's nothing but smooth sailing. Only talked for miles, and you had to fuck it.
Yeah, that's normal OBS, which is a gray one. Streamlabs is blue. It's pretty much the same setup. I would just say, I always say Streamlabs is more user friendly.
So neat.
I think
The word you're searching for is
night, Eddie.
I don't know where he lives. You what?
I've got nothing.
Gruff? Gruff? This is your rap! It says so on my comic book. Stay Lemon Brook, a gag factory.
Can't unsee that.
1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
Sandwich.
This is not so good. This one was not so good. You're an incel, Charlie Brand. Physical Vision. I think I saw this one after the stream yesterday. I think it starts up not good.
All of the programming starts before 8:01 the air.
Oh yeah, it's pretty quiet too.
No. What was that?
Public Auto presents Fat and Fancy. Your source for the landlord of the land. Exotic collectible news.
Houses. Why in the world would they cancel SpongeBob?
I have no idea.
Be more rich.
Oh, I think we saw this one. Season 1 full compilation. Well, I can't remember much of the South Park one. I think it was pretty stinky. Cat.
Waka waka. Mimi.
Thank heaven my cousin Stanley's coming.
Hey, Kevin.
I can hardly wait to have a stinky conversation. Excuse me, it's time for a game of disappear.
That's why I asked.
I've had enough of your
Bullshit!
cousin Stan. My big balls. Say so. He is ordering. Get in here, you old bitch!
I want you to meet my friend, Stimpy.
He's an Stimpy.
Say hello to this bowl of jello.
Hello, superior creature. Turn around, you sick little monkey!
What could happen?
I'll go get some refreshments. Look at Stimpy. Help Stimpy unpack.
No!
Okay.
Watch me whack off. It's my Yara.
You saved your
Sperm.
Touch.
I gotta go over the wall. Wow! What is it?
It's my boss. I've saved every pen I've ever used. Here. This one's from 1691112 1692
I'll get it.
What's that?
Oh, that's just.
What's that? What? It's so. You want to see why?
Okay, yay. Fuck you! Man, your cousin is the coolest. We're Lodge Brothers.
I'm a fire in my laser.
That's disgusting.
Something is not funny.
This is kind of not good.
Don't do anything stupid.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh yeah, we saw that on Perry's stream. I think I played it later on mine. Like a bit of... It was alright, it was cool.
Looking for you now.
It was good to see that John's still kicking it.
Looking at me.
I love the new grimace.
I make my eyes go dim.
I love you. This is right.
Okay. That's not good. Oh yeah, this video about Cove's like defending bullying a kid that's more retarded than him when he was a kid. And defending how he brutally made fun of him for his mom dying on stream. That's pretty scummy. But yeah, I guess let's play some Skyrim. I was also thinking of maybe going over to D-Live so we could watch that that shitty CGI show. Hey, good night, Shay. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, good night.
Yeah.
Not recipe.
Oh yeah, Cal Williams as Meatwad. Classic bit.
Crap. I'm a man, boy.
I'm a motherfucker.
Chucky without it turning into Bill Cosby. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Every time I try.
Now it's Meatwad.
Hey. It's Meatwad Cosby. It's Meatwad. Now I'm Meatwad Cosby. Let me see that person, you dumb bitch. Why aren't you drinking your drink? You know I like to do make the bitch. I make you that drink. I make the bitch pass out, roll her legs over on the side, open the pussy up like how people do blinds. I say, who's outside? Who is that? Do I got a visitor? Dumbass bitch. I take a little peek inside the pussy. You get that? No, I'm talking about them fat pussy girls.
Bill Cosby Meatwad. That's pretty good.
You know I like that actor suck more dickers.
Oh, from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah, so that was suck more dickers. You know, I would thought it'd be good if he shrunk that bitch's pussy lips down the inner walls so the outer walls be even bigger. That's what I like. I'm a man that's about the blinds, not the drapes. Let me peek through them blinds, bitch, but you better have them drapes rolled up.
Now, does Meatwad Cosby have a cock, or does he form a cock out of his meat?
I think he's not even a rapist anymore. It's just Meatwad obsessed with the shape of women's vaginas.
Interesting. So he makes them pass out to look at their pussies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them are, really
some of them are fucking disgusting. I'm just going to be out there and say it. I seen a pussy or two that makes me want to kill myself.
Is that so, Meatwad Cosby?
That's what I'm saying. This is kind of an MRA kind of rant.
Jesus Christ.
But they could say that
somebody tie your asshole to the back of an F-150 and drag your pussy all over Texas.
No, that's a hate crime.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's been hate crime.
He's wondering what happened. Yeah. He's not saying they should do that.
No, I feel bad for your shit. It's all fucked up.
Now it's Cat Williams
black. Cat Williams as Meatwad. Live in stage. Tallahassee, Florida.
Donald Trump got that way because he only fucking nasty looking pussy. Stay with me. Stay with me. I ain't on some shit. I ain't even started yet.
Oh my God. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Cat Williams ass Meatwad.
You gotta have your hair that fucked up to be able to look yourself in the mirror and not be disgusted with your face after you got that nasty pussy all over. You gotta distract yourself.
One night only. Cat Williams Meatwad. The greatest comedian in the entire
Honestly,
world.
yes.
Yeah.
If you could make some kind of real version of Meatwad.
Yeah, that was a... Yeah,
or I guess it could just be Cat Williams covered in ground beef. Doing
that
the voice.
That would be insane. He's already so wet, you know?
The thing you gotta remember is, anybody talking shit on what you choose to wear is a motherfucking hater. Bitch, you can't wear beef. You fat big ass. You'll slide right the fuck off. I'm sleek. Cause I'm grade A. Bitch, watch me. USDA approved. My shit is fucking real. Your shit is well done, you heifer. I'm wearing beef. Your pussy look like beef, bitch. Now that's you got roast beef. I got ground beef because I'm grounded. I'm base, motherfucker.
Damn, dude, I would pay $1,000.
Yes.
For front row tickets of Meatwad Cat Williams.
Just doing 4.5 hours.
Stop would be trying to eat Meatwad.
Dripping.
Ugh.
Oh, damn. Bring back freaking Meatwad and the gang.
Did Cat Williams ever get a TV show?
No.
No, just 1,000
Wow.
specials. No,
Stop really just
yeah, he was. That's
barely,
right. Yeah, he played Toby.
barely hanging on there, and of course
was
Adam's
Toby.
saying nothing the whole
That's
time but
right.
laughing.
Yeah, here go your speech right here, motherfucker.
Wait,
Just
was
Josiah.
it Meatwad Cat Williams or just Cat Williams?
It was Meatwad guy.
Okay.
Play Toby. President Josiah Bartlett is like, I just want to say to all the bitches and tricks, that anybody try and talk shit about your pussy, it's because they just want to fuck it. We're like, this is the State of the Union?
Yeah, I stayed up all night writing that shit, motherfucker.
Meatwad, no. That was awesome. Thank you, Kimo. It's been a while since I've seen one of those classic Come Town bits. Looks like a guy over there. Probably a mud crab, I'm guessing. Over there. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Fucking fish that kill. Fishes that kill. Oop, walrus. Oh, speaking of grow-tos. Just workers, that's it. His worker. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's it. You are leaving right now.
Or what? What, bitch?
That's it. You are leaving right now.
The dainty load. Oh, you don't like me? Oh. Oh shit. Just happened to get this guy. Ooh, scimitar, nice. Good. Oh, cool. One perk, forgot to use. Where will I put that? Sneak, that's my sneak. Need something? Why is she not fighting me? Oh, okay, there we go.
Time to finish.
Not a whole lot here, huh? Oh. Oh. Charcoal. Oh, that was, that was pretty easy. Okay. Footlocker. Why? Oh, unusual gem. Nice. Oh, that's fucking stinky. Oh, stink. I gotta go all the way back. Let's go south, I guess. Southward. What's that up there?
consider joining up myself.
Oh, it's Solitude. Okay. Fucking retarded. Cause about that shit. We're going west. Oh, there's the Meridius thing. It's up there. Oh, right. I remember. Oh, I remember. Right up there, I'm guessing. Whoa. Is that gonna be for no reason? Probably. Whoa. Oh my god. I'm retarded. I should have just gone through the path. Whoa. Oh shit. Oh. I could have been dead. Ooh. Ugh, where am I? So it was up there. Damn it. Everything is on this fucking... What the fuck was that? Oh, it's a crab. And here I was thinking I was going around all of it. Son of a bitch. Come on, give me something, anything. Jeez. I want to kill. Let's go. Oh, missed. Oh, it's gonna increase my weight. Gonna wait on that a bit. Ooh, it's tiny. Briarheart. Nice. Enchanting, nice. Ooh, ebony armor. Let's go! We're getting close, boys. Human heart. Whoa, it's fucking dark out here. What the heck? Oh, that stuff's gonna be on that mountain. Jeez. How do I even track that? Is that a way up right there? Regression. Moss or something? Oh shit, dragon. Way over there. Shit. Oh. No, it's too far away. That would have been cool though. First, I want to get in this area before I go down. That was it. Closer. Liars retreat. Oh yeah. This is where I fucking died that one time. Might as well just fucking kill the fuck out of these freaks. I know I have poison, some kind of fire. Weak aversion to fire. Oh. Oh damn, Dragon Wrench, shit. Oh no, I fucked myself again. At least I saved this time. What's that fucking sound? Is that the shit I'm playing? Oh, I can't. Fuck, dude. Oh, it is. It's just fucking annoying. Fuck, I'm gonna die now. Oh, I remember this place. Oh, no. Oh. No. Close the door. No. Heh. Fuck. Fuck, man. Oof. Why are they so strong? Should pick them off one by one. They're too strong. Oh. Dang. Ah, come on. Oof, we did it. These guys are fucking strong. Dang. Huh? What was that? Oh yeah, this fucking bitch. Oh, bandit. Gooey, gooey, gooey. Right in your mouth. Oh, going deeper? Oh. Yeah, let me just get that last room over here. Oh. Hmm? Who's talking? Oh, some guy alive? All right. Alright, there we go. The Sneed Stone. Yo. Let's go. Yeah, after I finish this little area right here, I was thinking of going over to D Live and watch Trip of the Rift or something. That CGI show we were trying to watch. It's not half bad. It's really ridiculous. It's kind of like if the sci-fi made their own version of Drawn Together. It's kind of cute. Drawn Together. I remember seeing that on Netflix so long ago. And I only really caught like one of the last episodes of that on Comedy Central. But man, that show is so fucking over the top. It's kind of hard to even say like it's kind of hard to give a good or bad rating on it because it's so insane. It's mostly bad. It's kind of hard to lie. It's mostly a stinky show, but it's so over the top that it kind of wins itself. Thanks for killing that guy. He was a real a-hole. Run them over. Hope everybody's having a snodlicious time. Doing alright. I've been taking the Tribulus again at half the dose that I was last time. And it's pretty good. I do notice the effects of that like immediately when I take it. At around like 700 milligrams, 750. It's gonna do me like a week of it. Oh. Ah. Ooh, fire rune. Nice. That's a good one. Glass sword. Hey. Well, that should be able to be stronger than my blaze, right? But yeah, I'm gonna keep my blaze around. Yeah. What do we got here? Is that it? Damn. Gotta go back. Oh shit. Ah. Wow.
Hey, Longhammer, you said there's someone there.
Huh? Bandit where? Oh shit. Oh damn, this guy's a motherfucker. This guy's fucking. Oh boy. I got no poisons, right? Shit. Or I kinda do, right? Oh no, not not to this thing. To my sword, dude. No. Dragon Rend again? Oh my god. Oh, am I on fire too? Fuck, I'm retarded. I gotta resist fire here. The kind of armor that I got. Oh yeah, I do. I needed the gauntlets, I think. And then, let's see, you got gauntlets. Ooh. That's all I need. Ebony gauntlets, nice. I'll be wearing those next. Right. Might as well use this right now. I wanted my enchanting to not be so dog shit, so I'm gonna throw one in there. Alright, save. Hey, what's up, Midas? How you doing? No, it's just here playing that good old Skyrim. Reading a bit of Manly P. Hall earlier. And now I think I'm gonna wrap up this stream and head over to D Live to watch some Kina. So stay tuned. I'm gonna take a little break here and get a snack and do whatever. And I'll share the link on D Live. Yeah, thank you, Scroat, Midas, Anthol, Chemo, Che, Perry, and anybody else who was chilling. Anthel as well. Thanks. Thank you all. It was a good hang. Good 3 hours. Man, I was kind of like trudging through the reading today. It's like, holy fuck. So many asses kicked my ass. But yeah, see you guys. Peace.